So we're live over here, and we are live over there. Something says low network connection on this. What is going on? Let's try a high network connection. Let me see what's going on. We got it all, man. We got it all. We got I think we got live. There's a half a guy in the YouTube. Oh my God, that's awesome. Wait a second. Let's go ahead and do this the right way. We're gonna go ahead and do this a little bit better. And since this is a live show, we're gonna go ahead also and receive from UPS our package. Absolutely, we appreciate that, my man. Look at that, we got packages. I always like packages.
It says Tim Malone.
We'll take it. What could happen? I'll
It
figure
says
out.
cigars on
Yeah,
top.
that's even a better one.
Thanks, man.
So again, it's a real live show. That's right there. If you guys on that camera, that's my main man, Darren Holt. He is a thrasher, by the way. He's a thrasher, hardcore, but he is also brewmaster at Red Buffalo Brewery. I have got to work these camera angles a little bit better for everybody, and I'm gonna do this so I can look at that, Darren. I think I got your best side right there. It's an amazing side. You know what? We're gonna have to like get it a little bit tighter in. Sure. Can you come and look? I'm a hardy guy just like you. We're calling ourselves hardy, not big.
I'm down with that. I like hardy.
Yeah, because skinny is not in, at least not in my book, anyways. Welcome everybody to the Morning Maduro. You know I talk a lot. You guys know I'm Cuban, but I'm excited. I have here the brewmaster for Red Buffalo Brewery, my next door neighbors. These guys are doing it. Seamus Tully, I'm live in Charlotte, buddy. Let me know you are in Charlotte. I'm live coming at you while you're in Charlotte. That is awesome. Seamus Tully is one of our regulars here. He's a good guy. He definitely loves your beers from next door. You know, he's also a Marine. He's ex-Marine.
Okay, I mentioned.
Even though you know what the Marines say, once a Marine, always a Marine. Barry Bones, good morning, my main man. Listen, fellas, ladies, everybody jumping on board right now. I'm a little late. No, actually, I'm gonna say it like this. He's a good guy. I bought a pair of pants, and I'm thinking, they're great. I didn't see length, so I had to retake them to get redone. You try to look stylish.
You have that.
I have something, man.
That's good.
I dig him so much because one, Darren from day one, he's been one of the biggest parts and moving parts of the people next door here at Red Buffalo Brewing Company. He is a great brewer. He makes some amazing stuff. We're going to get deeper into that with him. I've known you pretty much almost since day one.
6 months, yeah.
6 months. Red Buffalo opened up around November, I think.
Beginning November.
Look at that. See, great synergy. Good brewery next door, and I mean really good, and cigar joint next door. Bethany Miller, what's going on? All the best to everybody at Top Leaf in Winston-Salem. You guys are the best and the baddest. My best to JD Miller. So JD Miller and Bethany Miller, they own a great cigar shop in Winston-Salem. It's called Top Leaf, and it is Top Leaf in my book. Winston's a great town, man. Let me tell you, if you live there, you got always something going on. It's obviously much bigger than Statesville, but we got our own stuff going on here in Statesville.
We're growing.
We got two breweries now. We got two breweries. There's a cigar factory here locally, only a block and a half, and then there's us. There's a distillery. Mom's making 38 gong noises over there, but that's okay. It's a live show. It's live. I'm excited about this. Cigar of choice for me. Punch London Club Maduro. It's a little one. It's nothing fancy. My main man Darren, although he's a fantastic brewmaster, he's not up to par with the cigars, but we're gonna work on that in the future, little by little. And my thing right now today is I got one of the best in the industry. He works next door. He's doing it. And Adrita Hyde, how you doing, my love? Gorman, all the best to you. Gorman David Ludwig is the rep for Fuente Cigars. One of the greatest and most iconic names in the industry. They are considered the royal family of cigars. So yes, they are in my book, the royal family of cigars. And David and I, we go back quite a number of years. He's an absolutely awesome guy, and he's aces in my book. I'm gonna cut this thing because I always talk a lot, man. My cigars always tend second guess. So in the meantime, you are Darren Holt. So Darren,
It's me.
What got you into beers? Talk to me. Let me know.
Okay.
Take it away.
Well, actually met Joe, my soul brother, over here. And I'll just say I've never worked so hard in my life since I met Joe. Especially, just
Joe can make you work hard.
mostly out of the kindness of my heart, and the love for the man. No, I'm also a musician. Play with a band called Hold Up, and I was booking music up here when they opened for our band, and me and Joe hit it off. I was kind of in between jobs at the time. I could work for a printing company, local printing company, for like 14 years. They had just gotten bought out by another company. I needed
So
to
hold on a
change.
second. You are a musician. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Sure.
This guy's a musician, and I can attest to that. Great musical guy. I've seen him with the bongos, which is one of your
Sure.
specialties.
Love that, yeah.
There's a couple of people who are members of that band. So you were literally just saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna maybe pursue music. You stepped in one day. You started talking to Joe,
Sure.
looking to say, hey, I want to see what my musical talents and my group can do here. And that flipped the script on you. He said, do you want to come in? Do
Yeah.
you want to try this world of
Yes.
breweries or brewmastery or however the heck it's called, man?
Right,
I'm
yeah,
a cigar. I'm not a brewer.
Brewmaster. I mean, I've been lucky, to be honest with you. We've hit some home runs over there. Kind of waiting on the other shoe to fall. I'm sure we'll have a bad batch coming through sometime. But for sure,
I ain't never heard of one coming through yet.
Yeah. We've been real lucky. Maybe it'll stay that way.
So what's what are you making? What's the names? What are some of the flavor profiles? As you go, what I'm going to do is there are some cigars next door that Joe and I did a little collaboration on that. So I'm going to tell you, as he mentions these beers, some of what ties in really, really well with those beers. And again, thank you to everybody looking. Abe Flores, it's the best to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Luis Machuca, muchas gracias. So go.
Okay, right now on tap we have our Mouthy Blonde, which we've had really since the beginning. It was one of our first recipes. It's it's kind of a typical blonde. It's got a little bit of a citrus finish. Really light hop profile to it. Light beer, easy drinker. If
Sounds really delicious, man.
It is refreshing summer drink.
So I'm thinking for us, we have over there a Connecticut shade wrapper cigar, and what your Mouthy Blonde translates to us is basically a nice, creamy Connecticut that's smooth but tons of flavor. The filler binders are from Nicaragua in the cigar that we basically offer next door. Aaron Perkins, thank you for watching. To everybody, thank you for jumping on board. We're having a great discussion at the Morning Maduro with Darren Holt, the brewmaster at Red Buffalo Brewery. So we just mentioned right now they have a beautiful, clean, crisp, clear Mouthy Blonde, a good blonde beer. And what we threw at that to pair it is a Connecticut shade from Ecuador, but it lovingly wraps around a filler binder from Nicaragua. So again, flavor, but not overwhelmingly strong, which that tells me a little bit about that beer also.
Light meets life, right?
I love it.
And let's see, from there,
Lord. I'm telling you, I'm a big guy. Every time I back up, 3 or 4 things get hit.
Let's see, our most popular beer, flagship beer from day one has been the Red IPA, which is a really high rye IPA.
Mhm.
Gives it the red and the caramel kind of.
So what's high rye? What is
Just lots of rye in that recipe.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of rye in that recipe.
and that changes that color and the flavor profile?
Exactly.
See, I'm learning today, man. So
it's got a pretty high.
do you think
hop
it's
profile.
like a strong hoppiness? Because I don't think from everything I've heard about it that it's not your prototypical hoppy, bitter IPA. I've heard it's actually quite the opposite. A little smooth, a little rich, and almost a hint of sweetness to it in
It
there.
has a kind of a sweet caramel finish on the end. It's not that hoppy actually. And we have a lot of customers that aren't IPA drinkers that if we can get them to try those beers, they decide they really like them, and maybe they are more of an IPA drinker.
So I would say also there's 2 cigars that we have next door that we've worked in collaboration with Red Buffalo. Is one, we're going to go back to the Connecticut. And the reason I say that is because that Connecticut still has enough body and enough flavor that it can actually stand up to a little bit of a richer bodied brew like the Red IPA. Also, I would dare say a good Habano, which we have next door, because of that peppery bite to it, would be a good counterpoint to some of that sweetness and caramel flavor profiles. The Habano that we have is a pressed, it's a box pressed Habano next door. And it does have some almost at the mid-level a like a salted caramel flavor that develops in that transition. So again, it's an exciting cigar to pair up with that beautiful red IPA. And I will attest to this. Every time I've had customers come on in and they are drinking the red IPA, I think it's absolutely fantastic. That it's one of the beers that they do, but immediately, in the other hand, they have one of our Habano box pressed or one of those Connecticut cigars that we have next door. So again, you have some really great, simple cigars that are enhancing some phenomenal beers. You don't got to go, and I tell a lot of people all the time, with expensive high-end stuff to enhance great flavor profiles. And that red IPA, I know, is one of your hardcore sellers. Thank you very much, Roger. We're looking forward to that. We're going to talk a little bit about the 24th in just a few more minutes. So continue. Red IPA, what's after that? What's a good one?
Another good one that we've kind of came up with around Valentine's Day is our Val's Chocolate Stout.
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. Come on. Who's Val?
Well, Val is, Joe's fiance, Val, and she's
if you don't know her, she is beautiful.
Absolutely.
She is Southern chocolate at its finest. That's all I'm saying.
So how can we not name that beer after Val, right?
Of course.
And it's been real popular. It kind of took over our regular stout immediately. Started selling it probably as our number 2, number 3 immediately. And now that summer's coming, it's falling back a little bit. A lot of the lighter beers are coming back out. People are going to the easier drinker, but it's still one of my favorites.
So I'm also familiar with Val's Chocolate Stout, and I love the fact that they named it after Joe's fiance, Miss Valerie Chambers. She works very closely also with whatever goes on at Red Buffalo Brewery, and she is a member of the Chamber of Commerce. She is part of the staff. So interestingly enough, I think I see also the dynamic of that name with her. She is a lively, vivacious, beautiful Black woman, very much in touch with the people of the town. Everybody loves her, so she is sweet. She's the sweetest little person ever, but she's still got enough body about her. She's got enough strength, to make it stand up. So the third cigar that we've actually thrown into this mix, it's a robust but not overly strong Maduro. It is aged Nicaraguan tobacco. So we kept it simple. We did not want a fight between the cigars and the brewery productions that was done of the different beers. So personally speaking, I think it's a engaging, kind of like espresso-y, chocolatey notes as you go through that. The oils developing towards the last third on that cigar will definitely pair fabulously with Val's Chocolate Stout. You definitely will pick up a lot of those espresso chocolate notes. And even with the summer coming upon us, believe it or not, I am a big fan of darker stouts and porters. I do enjoy them throughout, and I've been known to go very European. I don't even
a little warm.
Yeah, absolutely. I may just leave them in a cool environment, but not cold, and I enjoy that richness. I don't know if I'm just crazy here, but
no, I feel you 100%. I think it's a great dessert beer, but it's also on a vacation or a day off, it's a great breakfast beer.
I'm glad he said that. As a matter of fact, hey, Carrie Horney, Shannon, great guys, great supporters. Oh my God, do you like coffee?
Oh yeah,
I know he does.
Oh, the best.
Look at what we're getting right now. This is a little coffee for you.
So
this is a little coffee for me. Thank you, Mom. Oh my God, I'm telling you. As they say in my country of origin, L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Well, we really don't say that, but it's one of those crazy things I say all the time. Oh man, I'm telling you,
it's the best coffee in town.
I think it would be an amazing idea if you ever had like a coffee stout or something, maybe for the winter, this coming winter.
I'd like to do a higher coffee profile on our stout. We have our stouts, both the Val's Chocolate and our regular stout, are pretty light American style stouts, easy drinkers. We found that our clientele kind of likes that. A lot of the breweries around go for heavier IPAs, heavier stouts, things like that. And if you're not a huge craft beer fan, that's not always you. And sometimes they get turned off by that. So we're trying to I feel like we're kind of introducing people into craft beer over here.
Real quick, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Yes, Carrie, Mom, Carrie te manda saludos y felicidades por el Día de las Madres. To Miss Drita Hyde, happy birthday, happy mother. You know what? A quick happy Mother's Day to everybody yesterday. Normally, I don't post very heavy because to me, I don't know about you, but to me, I'm always old school about this. Mother's Day to me is every day. So I celebrate the great women every day who are moms. I also, believe it or not, celebrate the guys who are doing the double duty, being a mom also if they're single dads. So God bless every single woman who has ever worn the mantle of mother. I think it's one of the greatest crowns a woman can ever wear. So God bless you all. Thank you very, very much to everybody. So I like the fact that you also mentioned that the stout can become almost like a breakfast beer. And I'm a great believer that if I can smoke a dark, rich, full-bodied cigar in the morning, I should have a an adult libation also early in the morning. I mean,
Sure.
we don't have to wait till 5 o'clock. It's
Right.
not 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's going to be 5 o'clock the moment I get up
Right.
if I want to.
It's a great way
So
to start today.
I would do a for that porter, maybe like a very rich breakfast. Some good sausage, some bacon, some good eggs. The oils in there, I think, would pair beautifully with the darker notes of that beer. And then when you throw, in this case, I'm going to tone it down from the Maduro. I'm going to go back to that Habano. If you throw a little bit of that pepperiness that is in our Habano blend, it's just a fusion of great breakfast flavors. And that's something that I really do enjoy. I think that there should always be a good synergy, a good fusion of flavors. So when you're doing a good beer, a beautiful meal, and a good cigar, it should still all sort of translate properly and be able to be an all-encompassing experience. Could be wrong, but those are just some of the things that I look for when I smoke a cigar early in the morning, either right after a breakfast or whatnot. And listen, there's no wrong time to drink a good quality beer. I can tell you that
Absolutely.
much.
Absolutely.
So what other ones? We got the blonde, we got the red, we got the dark Val chocolate. I know you are also experimental sometimes on a couple of different things. What's headed our way towards the summertime?
Well, we do have some stuff coming up this summer. We have a summer shandy that's going to be coming. We have a beer we're going to be making for
Shandy Dandy.
for States Vegas, which is a clothing apparel company here in town.
States Vegas. Now, are they affiliated with the radio station
They
guys?
are. They are. Well, the radio guys kind of came to Kevin and asked him for permission to use the name, so they're affiliated in some ways
Mhm.
for sure, but it is two separate entities.
Okay, I gotcha. Because I actually, I think that Joe also was interviewed by Brandon Croucher.
For sure.
Brandon Croucher is the producer, director, and I think he's actually main host of.
Appetite for discussion.
You know what? I'm so glad he's here because I was gonna destroy it. I was gonna say hunger for discussion. I swear to God, I am so glad you're here, Brandon. I'm sorry, but again, Appetite for Discussion. Fantastic show on States Vegas podcasting.
Yeah, it's really gaining momentum. He's doing a great job out there.
Again, it's Statesville, it's hometown, it's grassroots, is building the small town community the right way.
Right.
Everybody networking, everybody coming together. Adalberto Emir Paut Lozano, mi gran amigo, todo lo mejor para ti, te quiero mucho. He's a great friend of mine. We've never actually even extended the hand of friendship to each other,
Okay.
but I've known him for almost 20 years now. I'm not joking. He used to live in Colombia, then he went to Spain. He's all over the place. Him and his partner are just the best people. Look who's on, Brett Powers. I swear we know that guy, don't we?
Yeah, we love Brett.
Handsome, old, distinguished guy. I'm telling you, he's a staple in this town.
Beautiful
Oh,
man.
dude, he's an amazing guy. I love him. We got a lot of people that have jumped on, man. I'm so excited. This is Duncan Ramon Echevarria, and this is my good friend Darren Holt, brewmaster at Red Buffalo. We've been talking beers. We've been talking cigars this morning. We got apparently a beautiful Shandy Dandy. I'm going to call it the Shandy Dandy coming up in the summer. That's going to be an exciting time as well. We got a few things coming up as well. So I'm going to just sidetrack real quick because we got a big event. Memorial Day, the 24th.
That's right.
It's the Friday kickoff, and my favorite mail lady has just come in. I'm telling you, I love this. It's a bill, so I'm going to put the bill away for now. I'm not even going to look at it.
You window now.
What's your mom Happy Mother's Day from yesterday?
Feliz
Feliz
Día
Día
de las Madres.
de las
Madres.
Madres.
She just wanted to say in Spanish, Happy Mother's Day to her mom. I'm telling you, this young lady, I want to keep her forever as my mail lady. She's the best. There's no person going postal with her ever. She's amazing.
Agreed.
So let's go back real quick. Memorial Day weekend. We're going to be doing basically the Friday. We're going to kick it off. We have an event that we're super excited because we have partnered up with a plethora of amazing people, amazing organizations. And I mean, just let me begin with this because he's here. We're doing a $9 flight of beers. How mind-blowing insane is that? You get 4 beers, I think.
Beers, right.
And these are not the little ones. You guys do that, the 6 ounce.
Yes.
So it's not like all of a sudden you're getting these little itty bitty. No. You're getting 24 ounces of beer. You pick and choose. You talk to Darren. You talk to Miss Shayna. She is the best bar person there ever. Sure. And you say, I want the $9 special. So we're doing that with Red Buffalo Brewery on that day. It's fantastic. We are also doing Cigars for Warriors. Beatriz Rodriguez is going to be here. We have officially become a drop-off station for Cigars for Warriors. There's going to be a great spot we're going to build in our humidor. So when you come in, if you have some cigars that you're never going to smoke, or if you're maybe traveling around, for example, I know Darren's not a big cigar guy, but I know he supports the military.
Yeah.
He says, you know what, Duncan, I saw this cigar. I wanted to bring it in. I'm going to donate it. Anything that anybody wants to donate cigars-wise to Cigars for Warriors, we are now an official destination, so you can drop off. So we're very excited about that. Cigars for Warriors right here. It's going to happen on the 24th. Then let's continue the mind-blowing effects. The military people here are the best in the world. Army National Guard recruiter Sergeant Roger Hurd, dropped off a ton of swag and gear for donations, for raffles, for giving away with sales. From a tactical backpack that's got to be at least a couple $100 worth.
I saw that.
It's a nice one.
Nice, yeah.
Some beautiful stainless steel travel mugs, water bottles, for the healthy people with the shakers, T-shirts, all kinds of good stuff. So that's going to be here. Ron Brown, what's going on, man? All the best to you. Ricardo Fernandez, all the best. Placentini, God bless you, man. Thank you. Buonasera, buongiorno. I'm every language. I throw out whatever I think is going to sound right and I go with it. Let me see what else. And then on top of that, it's about to just completely go insane right now. It's a $20 ticket. You get it, whether you DM me right now, give me your name, I put it aside, or you come in. We're not going to do that craziness, up the ticket price so we go come. No. It's about playing the field. It's for the right things that we're doing it. $20 always. It's going to be one free La Vida Habana cigar. That's LH Cigars by Nicholas Series and Gianni Katsopias. Phenomenal individuals. They have partnered up with us to do this. So it's one free cigar. You're going to get, Mom and I, we're throwing down hardcore with Cuban pork sliders, sweet plantains, different dipping sauces. No, it's insane. The food's going to be just over the top. And then one more, $20 cigar, food, but wait, 3 whiskeys, a small flight of whiskeys to taste. So for $20, that's phenomenal. I'm very excited about that. Tickets are moving. Tickets are going fast. We set aside a 50 count just to cover the amount of people in here. I'm leaving 25 tickets for coming and going. We are going to have some extra seats outside. Everybody's welcome. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get you. You come on in. We got a ticket for you. If you just want to come in and say, I'm just here for the food, it's only a $5 plate. It's a $5 plate. So it's not like, oh my God, you're going to get some great Cuban food, some plantains, your dipping sauces. You know what? Mom loves that when people come in and just enjoy her food. So $20 ticket gives you all of that other stuff. Plus you get a raffle. You get a raffle with that goes towards all the great prizes we're going to do. But if you just want to come, hang out, and get a plate, not a problem. We're going to take care of you. $5, it's nothing.
I'm sure donations are welcome.
Dude, donations for Cigars for Warriors are absolutely welcome. There is going to be a donation box. And then that money, just so that, again, everybody understands this, donation money gets turned into cigars. So let's say we collect $100. All of a sudden, that gets turned into cigars. And that gets shipped. So that's what we're doing. Everything is going to be directly for the men and women serving overseas so they can enjoy themselves, so they can, have a good time. Right. And remember, hey, we're not forgotten. Right. Let me see. I got to dismiss that one.
just a moment to maybe relax, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
these guys are working hard,
Mm.
putting their lives on the line.
Let me tell you guys, it's not just about remembering the fallen heroes. It's about remembering the ones who are still doing it for us. And also, one of the great organizations that we're going to be reaching out to is called Smoking Shields. Now, Smoking Shields works closely with men and women who serve here in law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, anybody who wears a uniform, anybody who basically is stepping up to assist and help us here in the States. Smoking Shields does a lot of great events also. Anwar El Cedro, thank you for watching. Reto Conrado, un gran placer. John Shave, good to see you. John Shave is a great supporter of Statesville. He goes all the time to the Cigar Factory, which is just right down the street. It's Flor de America Cigars, and also he goes to Fourth Creek Brewery. He goes to Broad Street. He's been to Red Buffalo. He actually lives towards the Hickory Newton area, and he comes all the time here to support us. So that's a great thing. I'm very, very excited about that. Absolutely, absolutely. Barry Bones said that would be for all troops and not just generals and commanders. Correct, correct, exactly. Everything gets shipped directly, from my understanding, by the good folks of Cigars for Warriors to the forward operations base in Kandahar. It's called Al Udeid, and it's a fantastic. It's an organization that really is completely what do you call that, non-for-profit. So they don't make nothing. These are, I know for a fact, companies that are brand companies, big brand companies. They send pallets of cigars for the men and women serving overseas. So it's a good thing, Barry. Glad you asked the question. If Coast Cigars is not involved yet with Cigars for Warriors, I strongly suggest that you guys do that. Barry Bones is the owner and just one of the top guys down on the Gulf Coast. He's got a fantastic cigar shop, so it's a good thing. Pablo Jacopelli, world-renowned speaker, author, pastor, lives in Israel, also watching. So,
Welcome, Pablo.
I mean, I love all these guys. The great majority of the people that jump on board, I've seen and met them. So they are part of the cigar family. I'm going to wrap up real quick, guys. You know that I don't do a big thing. The mid-morning Maduro, I always say it's the fastest 30 minutes in the industry. So we got Darren Holt, Brewmaster. If you guys want to come out on the stage, but listen, forget me. Don't even come here. Go next door. Try Bad to the Bone beers. Red Buffalo, man.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. And you can bring your beer right next door over here.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great, listen, this is the friendship plan. This is when you sign up here. This is called the friendship plan. Get a beer, come over, get a cigar, chill, relax. We have the allowance from the city. You can sit, smoke, drink outside. I mean, what kind of a friendly cigar city and beer city is this? The best. Statesville. If you're not living here, man, you need to maybe move down here. Darren, what days are you there? In case anybody wanted to just, shake hands with a brewmaster.
Oh man, just every day, Monday through Friday, during most business hours. We're not open, but during the day, I'm there brewing with the help of my good friend Mikhail Remsor and Colin Benfield's helping us now. We've had to recruit.
What are the hours? What are the hours of the
Our hours of
brewery?
operation are we've just kind of changed this a little bit. We're Wednesday from 5 to 11.
Okay.
Thursday 5 to 11. Fridays we're doing 4 to 11. We'll stay later if there's a crowd.
Of course.
We'll stay with you. Saturdays we just moved back to 12 o'clock, so we're there from 12. Or no, I'm sorry. On Fridays it's from 4 to at least 12.
4 to 12, which is good.
Like I said, we'll stay there until 2. We can't stay past 2. That's our our limit there. At least we can't serve beer past 2.
Well, those are good hours because again, a lot of times, people are, work up until like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Right.
So
Saturdays we're open at noon now.
noon time,
So come on out at noon. We'll be there till at least 12.
I open at noon time. So if you guys wink, want to get a beer, a cigar, we're on at the same time. Get some good food. It's a combo. It's a great combination. You can't go wrong with that. Let me see. Oh, Barry, I'm sorry. But Barry, in my eyes, man, the way that you represented, you might as well be top dog there. Barry's not the owner; he's a patron. But man, the amount of love that Barry shows to Coast Cigars is truly what pride of ownership is. So, Sam, the cigar man, how you doing, man? All the best to you. So many good people have jumped on, but you got him next door. You got me right here. My name is Duncan Ramon Echevarria. live in the Mid-Morning Maduro from Doña Noli Cigars in Statesville, happening everything North Carolina right now. Today we're open. We also have new hours. I'm about to just say it right now. I haven't said it before. Mondays, we're now open from 11 to 6. I know. Mondays, people tell me you're crazy. You know what? Why not? We've been having people ask me, Duncan, why don't you open on Mondays? Even just to capture some of the guys that are here coming through. Well, now we're open 11 to 6. The more that you all request, we'll stay open later, but Mondays through Saturday right now. So Monday, 11 to 6, Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8. And if we got a good crowd, we stay later. It's not a big thing.
Sure.
Fridays and Saturdays, again, same thing. We're going to open at 12 to 10. Good crowd, you dictate the time, not me. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. And good sitting outside. And I mean, plenty of sitting outside.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful day. Beautiful nights are coming upon us. Good beer, good cigars.
My partnership.
Dude, it's a phenomenal partnership. I'm blessed that I had Joe Bondi as my neighbor, my friend. He's solid. I have a good friend in this guy, and he's a musician. So if anybody wants a bad, ass musician, he's the guy. Because we're family friendly. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. To everybody, God bless you for jumping on board. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate this. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys do a lot here for us. So my last words, as you guys always know, is this: smoke well. I know I do. Punch Maduro London Club. I love this. Great little cigar. And by the way, I got Caroline Martin, the rep for General Cigars, coming by. Great things are happening. Hint, hint. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one. Darren, thank you very much for coming. I truly appreciate you a lot, man. Take care, everybody. And we're off. And we're off. Awesomeness. So that's basically